Chris here from AV.technology. I'm here with Graham again. Thanks, Graham, for getting the memo about the grey polo shirts.
Just grab it.
Oh, hey, I just noticed that.
And without sort of telling tales, you now have a new hip.
I do, yes.
So you are...
Me being so young and in my prime, that took me by surprise.
So we're here at ISE, and we're here on the Atlas stand, and what are you talking to people about?
A lot of new things. We have extended the ISOFlare series of loudspeakers. I spoke about ISOFlare in the past.
Yeah, so remind me, what's so good about ISOFlare?
ISOFlare is the true point source technology that we co-developed, it came from Fine.
Sure. Which came from Tannoy. Dual concentric.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Name drop.
Allegedly.
Too much. But it's an evolution of that technology. So we launched last year with the FC range, which were the ceiling speakers, and it was always the intention to expand the range into surface mount, pendants, and we actually have some other cool technology that's going to be married with that we launched at Infocom.
Okay, so can't say too much.
No, not right at this moment.
So what's your favourite in the range if you had to choose a favourite child?
Well, that's the beauty of it. There isn't a favourite child because manufacturers who have ceiling speakers will basically use a coax device. The surface mount will be a discrete separate woofer and tweeter, but then the ethos is, they're all voiced the same. If the drivers are different configuration, they can never be the same.
Yeah.
We use exactly the same driver, crossover configuration,
Gotcha.
whether it's surface mount or ceiling. So it's all about consistency across a venue,
Right,
especially if you're mixing and matching.
So what makes the point source, or we're not allowed to say dual concentric, but what makes that technology so appropriate or so spot on for that application, whether it's sound coming from the ceiling or a pendant?
We're aiming specifically at premium installations. So not everyone is off on axis on the loudspeaker. It's important that they hear the same when they're off axis, within the prescribed dispersion pattern, of course. And materials used, very predictable when you're designing a system.
Yeah.
Maintains the HF.
Sure.
Off axis as well. There's no anomalies in the response because of display sources. It's a true point source.
So could you sort of start to brag on some really cool application installation that I guess embodies everything about ISOFlare and why it's so good?
It can be in verticals that it would be in hospitality, education, retail.
Name a project. Be specific.
Now you've got me.
But is there, okay, so...
Armani store. I need to go back and look at all the look at the jobs that.
But high end. Hospo.
Take retail for instance. Take people in a bar or a restaurant.
Yeah.
People move away from bad sound,
Sure.
distorted sound.
Sure.
That ends up related
Costing.
to profit.
Yeah.
If you can get people to linger,
Yeah.
they might not realise why, but good quality sound can be related to sales
Yep.
at the end of the day.
So just to wind up, like, who are you having to influence? Like, when it comes to, like, you and I love great audio, and we would cross the street to get it. But when it comes to the chain of decision makers, it's often hard to get to the person who's going to be saying, actually, I like the thing that sounds the best. So how are you doing that?
It has to be explained through the marketing, through
Hearing.
media, and actually, most importantly, the proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
It's a demonstration. It's hearing.
Good stuff. Thanks. I was going to say thanks for stopping by, but I stopped
Thank
by.
you for
Yeah.
stopping by. Thank you for
It's a
stopping by.
pleasure.
It's always good to see you, man. Always good to see you.
See you next time.
Cheers.